Hey guys, it's Anya, otherwise known as Pink Sweets here on YouTube, and today is the day where we ask ourselves, whatever happened to that palette Wednesday, where we pull a palette out of our collection that we haven't used in a while for whatever reason, and we just use it because we don't want them to go to waste. So today I'm going to do also my next installment in my Juvia's Place palette series, because I wanted to do a look using each of the Juvia's Place palettes that I own. So far we've done the Nubian and the Zulu, and both of those were collabs. One was with Glamberger and one was with Heidi Weller, and this is going to be a tutorial using the Magic palette from Juvia's Place. This is actually one of my favorites. I mean, the Masquerade is definitely my favorite by far, but the Magic palette is also very beautiful. It has a lot of shades, a lot of variety, but for some reason I never reach for it. I don't know why. I think it's gorgeous. I think it's stunning, but I just never reach for it. I think I forget that I have it. So I definitely wanted to do a look with this for my Whatever Happened to That Palette Wednesday, and for my next installment, like I said, in my Juvia's Place series. So that's what I'm going to do today. And also, just so you know, my friend Annette actually did a 3 looks, 1 palette with the Masquerade Mini. So both, I mean, not the Masquerade Mini, sorry, the Magic Mini. The Masquerade, well, I think she actually did one with the Masquerade as well. But the Masquerade and the Magic palette both come in a mini form, so you can either purchase the full size or a smaller version. And she did 3 looks with this palette, and she did 3 stunning looks. So I'm gonna link her up in the cards and in the description box down below, so you can go check out her channel. She's awesome and talented and beautiful and sweet and my friend, and I definitely think that you would enjoy her 3 looks 1 palette with all the palettes she does, but especially with the Juvia's Place one. So definitely go check that out. So we are gonna dive into this palette. I already moisturized my face, but I'm going to put on some primer, and in the spirit of Annette, we're going to use our For Sally drops. She uses these as her primer, and she actually was using a sample of the Tatcha one and still liked these better. And I was like, you know, I have those, and I know I've used them a few times, but not recently, so I thought I would go ahead and pull them out and use them today, because in addition to my pulling out a palette that I haven't used in a while, I do like to pull out other products that I haven't used in a while too, if I have any, because that way I feel like I'm putting all my makeup in a rotation. I'm gonna, speaking of that, use my Lunatic Cosmetic Labs. Now my hands are sticky and wet, so I need to get that open. Lunatic Cosmetic Labs eyeshadow primer. This is just a white cream, very much like my paint stick, but it's very emollient. A little goes a long way, and I don't know if I'd repurchase it. I love their brand, but it's just so messy to work with. If it came in a different form, I think I would definitely use it, but it's just so messy to work with. I have a little towel in my lap, so I'm just gonna blend that out with my dry sponge like I usually do. But yeah, if it didn't come, I don't like sticking my fingers in products, as you know, for the most part. So if it came in like a stick form or with an applicator of some kind, I know I could use a brush. I know I could. But the way that it is, I just feel like putting it on with a brush, it's just never gonna fully blend in, just the texture of it. So I don't know. I don't know. But I definitely want to use it. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to dip into the palette using my Essence. This is a crease brush, but it's like more of a fanned out brush. I showed you guys this. It is clean, but it's stained. And I'm going to go into the shade Koji, which is this shade right here. I might regret this. I don't know, but we'll see. Okay, we'll see. Oh, wait. Let me put on my tape. I just dropped it. And my brush. Oh my gosh, I'm a disaster this morning already. Okay. So, I'm actually going to go in with a smaller brush, not just because I dropped that one, but because I probably should start out smaller. So I'm using this Urban Decay brush. It came with one of their collections, one of their, not the well, I think it was the Vice XL or something like that. So I'm using my little unicorn tape dispenser. Still don't know what to call him. If you have any ideas, list them down in the comment section, please. Okay, so I'm just gonna take that and put that in the outer V. Yeah, I'm glad I used this brush instead, because the other one I think would have been a little too intense. It's very fanned out, so you don't have a lot of control. I have some brush videos coming up next week, I think. One is how to clean them, and the other one is what brushes I use for what. I also just placed my order for my Jaclyn Hill brushes. They actually, on Morphe.com, I don't know if this is a good thing, but for me, but they have a new flex pay type thing, so you can order and then you can, like, if it's something really expensive, I mean, there's actually no limit, I don't think, but if you don't want to pay for it all at once, you can do flex pay where you pay for it in 4 installments, which I think is kind of cool. The only other place I know of that does that personally is Beautylish. And that's always nice, like if you really want to splurge. I also replaced I have it here somewhere, I don't know. I used to use the Morphe setting spray all the time, and it's really good. Like, it's like comes in like a aerosol type of mist. I'll use it today because I have just the tiniest amount left, and I have been wanting to order more for a while, but I just haven't. I'm trying to find my blender brush. I'll use this. And I just really like it because it has like a continuous mist, and for some reason, I don't know what in the heck they used to make that stuff, but it's literally like, I don't know, it just makes any powdery situation less powdery. It almost replaces the 2-step process that I do with my, toner spray to meld the powders in, and then something to set my powder, set my face, because I feel like it does both. Okay, I'm gonna go into the shade Osan, which is this light peachy pink. I'm gonna use that as my brow bone highlight. The only other option for me really is this, I don't know, it's like this matte, like cream brown color almost. It's like a cream / brown color, I don't know. So I'm just gonna put that on my brow bone, and then I'm gonna go back in with that first blender brush, make sure we didn't lose that pigmentation. So yeah, please go check out Annette's channel and tell her I sent you. You guys will love her. Just adding a little pigmentation. There's one look that she did that I'm definitely going to recreate at some point. It's almost like a rainbow type look. I guess it is technically a rainbow type look with this palette. So she's amazing with color combinations. Okay. So now I'm going to go into my Wet n Wild brush. I'm going to clean it off with my little color switch. This is my Wet n Wild flat shader brush, and I'm going to go into the shade Faso, which is this beautiful duochrome purple shade. And I think I'm going to spray my brush. You know, I used to use glitter glue on all of my shimmery eyeshadows, but recently I've been spraying my brush. Not because like all of a sudden I've been seeing people do it, because I've been seeing people do it for years, but it's just recently with certain eyeshadows I feel like you get more texture when you use the glitter glue than others. So if I feel like it's going to cause texture, then I definitely am going to spray my brush versus, you know, using the glitter glue. I love that shade. It's so pretty. I guess if the shade is more like glittery or shimmery, it can tend to like crunch up, is that even, you know what I mean? Like it tends to ball up or like just create a lot of texture when it goes over the glitter glue. So that is when I think it's best to just go ahead and spray your brush. Which I don't know. I don't know why I was never a fan of doing that before. I just didn't do it very much. Okay. Just making it as pigmented as possible. And then I'm going to take the small flat shader brush side of this brush, and I'm going to really get a lot of the pigment on the brush, and I'm gonna go around that shade. I think I said this in another video, but I just want to, I guess, reiterate it, but I have partially hooded eyes, so I take my eyeshadow further up than a lot of people do because I want to be able to see all of my work when my eyes are open, not just when my eyes are closed. So, and I just like it to be really dramatic. Okay, now the question is what shade do we do next? I think I'm actually going to go into this really dark blackened emerald shade here called Aja. And I'm going to use the blender side of this just because it can get, I feel like it could get out of control very quickly. And I just want to deepen the outer V a little bit. And I don't think the green is going to come through. I could be wrong, but I just don't think so. I'm going to kind of place it with this a little bit, and then I might blend it out further with a fluffier brush. Or I might just leave it. I haven't decided. I don't want it to go too far into the crease. I just want it to stay on the outer portion. Have you guys watched anything good on Netflix? Is there anything good on Netflix at the moment? I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it goes through spells where like nothing is on Netflix. And it sucks. Actually, I think I need to contact them because I feel like I got movies sent to me in the mail, or they said they sent them, and I don't think I ever got them. Which I don't think that's happened before. I know that I've sent movies back and they have not gotten them from me, but I don't think I've ever not gotten one from them. I'm just spraying my little Morphe blue brush and I'm just going in again with that purple shade. The only thing I don't like about spraying shadows is because I feel like sometimes it can hard pan the shadow, which means that a film is created over top of it, and then it's hard to use the eyeshadow in the future. That's my main reasoning for not liking to do that, but sometimes you just gotta do it. I feel like this one side is cooperating more than the other. I'm just overlapping the purple and the darker shade a little bit. Okay. I like that. Almost looks a little bit like an oil slick in person. And then clean it off and just make sure we still have that pinky red. I want every color to shine. Okay. I think I like that. There was something else I wanted to do though. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna take my fly liner. I got this as a free sample from, or a deluxe size, like with a promo code from Sephora. And I'm just going to take this. I'm gonna put a thin line across my lash line. Like that. And then I'm going to do the second part in a minute. You remove my tape first. Okay. I'm going to grab a makeup wipe for the fallout. I really like the way this turned out. I think this is the first time I've been genuinely pleased with a Whatever Happened to That Palette Wednesday in a while. My other ones, I was like, oh, I can tell why I stopped using that palette. Not all the time, but a lot of the time I was like, okay, I can see why it's not my favorite, but Juvia's Place is always my favorite. So if they told me I could only use one brand of eyeshadow for the rest of my life, it would be Juvia's Place. Okay. Then I'm going to take that same fly liner. Now, I am not by any means a liquid liner expert, but if you do this kind of look where you have like the sharp cat eye, you can trace, your eyeshadow there and then kind of just bring it in and then fill it in. If you want to see how to do wing liner the right way, the best way, the easiest way, Haley J, who I did the box of crayons collab with. She's amazing at wing liner, and she has a tutorial, or not a tutorial, but in her tutorial, one of them, she teaches you how to do it exactly. And when she explained it that way, I was like, oh, that makes it so much easier. So if you want to know how to do that, definitely check out her channel. I'll link her channel in the cards and in the description box as well. Okay, so now we can do our face. So today I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. Sorry, I have to shake it up. I don't know, I'm such a foundation mixer. I'm so tempted to mix it in with something else, but I feel like lately I've been wanting to try my foundations out on their own, just to see, like, okay, if I were to repurchase this, like, would I? Because is it a foundation that I like on its own, or one that I only mix with other ones? Like, the other day I did my Fenty foundation by itself, and I actually really like it by itself as well. So, and that is one that, I mean, I mix it with everything, so I would definitely repurchase it again. This one, I just feel, I don't know. In the past, the Wet n Wild one, I felt like maybe it wouldn't be a standalone, but I see other people rave about it, so I just want to give it its own moment and see how I feel at this point. And so far, I think I'm liking it more than I thought I would. Just gonna flip the Beauty Blender around. The only thing, doing your eyes first, especially when you do eyeliner, is making sure that you don't cover it up with foundation. I might have used a bit too much, which is why I'm flipping over the sponge. Try and get it to soak up some of that extra product. I was going to say extra, and then I was going to say excess, and so I said extras. That's my new word. Actually, okay, this foundation looks really good by itself. I don't know why I thought it didn't when I first tried it, but this is insane. Like, for a foundation that I think costs like $5.99 especially, that looks really, really good. Okay, I'm satisfied. So I'm gonna go in with my Maybelline Master Concealer and just put a little bit. I need to replace, what am I trying to say? I need to get either the Shape Tape or, oh wait, no, that's right. I'm getting the Too Faced one. I was like, oh my gosh, I used way too much. What is it with me using way too much stuff today, huh? That's crazy. It's like a whole nother foundation. Alright, we're gonna wipe some of this off because I do not need that much. Just gonna take some of that. I feel like I just wasted it. I'm gonna try the Too Faced Born This Way one. And then if I like it, I'll just stick with that. If not, I'll get either my Shape Tape or my Makeup Revolution one again. I like this Master Conceal. I think there's a little bright at the moment. I like the Master Conceal Concealer, I do. However, I like it more for an eyeshadow base, for cut creases, like, and for me, I think I've said this before, but like, I don't use concealer to conceal necessarily. I just use it to highlight, and so I don't know. So I just feel like I need something. I don't know. I just feel like This is very liquidy. I feel like you could use it as a foundation. It's great. Like, I love it, but I don't know. I just want something else. I think it also bothers me that it's in a squeezy tube and not in a stick. Okay, now I have this little concoction over here that I put together. This is my concoction of my Maybelline Fit Me loose setting powder and my Ben Nye cameo powder. That Ben Nye powder has lasted me forever. I got it on Amazon from the Ben Nye. They have like a store on Amazon. And Ben Nye is makeup that is like for... Awesome, I got it on my eyeshadow. It is for like theater. A lot of drag queens use Ben Nye. But it's also beauty makeup, like everyday beauty makeup. And so I got some. And it comes in different shades. It comes in like banana, it comes in a darker shade, like I always want to call it topaz, but I don't know if that's what it's called. And then powder all over my shirt. I gotta fix this eyeshadow real fast. Oh, that was easy. Okay, good. Phew. I was like, oh my gosh, no. And Ben Nye powder, right? I don't know, I just really like it. And it really sets your makeup. Like, really, really well. I don't like my makeup to feel tacky at all. Like, if I'm setting my face, I better be able to, like, not feel any tackiness. And I feel like ever since I started doing the slightly wet... Actually, I need to... Beauty blender. I feel like ever since I started doing that, I feel like it's really helped. This is the Sweetie Pie bronzer. And I really like the way this Real Techniques face brush, it's a multitask brush. I would agree with that because I've used it for blush, I've used it for face powder, and now I'm using it for bronzer. But I really like the way it works with bronzer because I feel like it, I don't know, I feel like bronzer that is not as pigmented normally shows up more pigmented with this. I know you guys must be in shock that I actually... There's like a hair flying in the air. I know you guys... Sorry, I got distracted. There was like it was like an entire like fuzz ball just like... And I was like, at first I thought it was like a bug or something. And then I was like, oh no, that's not a bug, that's a fuzz. Anyhow, what was I saying? It's more pigmented, that's right. It makes it more pigmented. Okay, so I'm going to go in with the emerald shade on my lower lash line. Oh yeah, because for instance, my Physicians Formula bronzer, the butter bronzer, it comes in multiple shades. And one of the shades is light bronzer, or light bronze. And I don't know, I feel like that one just, it really takes some building up. But with that multitasking brush, I feel like it's pigmented right off the bat. When I ordered that Sweetie Pie bronzer though, I did not expect by any means to love it as much as I do. Like, not even a little. I was just buying it to do a full face of peach products just to see how they were. And there were some that I fell in love with and others that I was like, So, okay. This for some reason is not, there we go. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't dust off the excess powder. I was like, why is there excess powder under my eyes? And that would be why. Okay. We're going to need that brush in a minute though. So I just want to make sure that is blended. And then in the inner corner, what am I doing? In the inner corner, I think I'm going to take a little bit of that purple and just kind of bring it around. But then I'm going to put my Nikki Tutorials Space Baby highlighter over top of it. Okay. And that is this one. That is the Space Baby. This packaging. I don't know. This one is, nope, this one is Cloud 9. Whoops. There's Space Baby. I was like, that looks way too pink to be Space Baby. Okay, so Space Baby is the more blue purple toned one. This packaging, there's like a film on the mirror, like a plastic film that I haven't taken off yet. I just don't know about this packaging because it's white and it just seems to me like it's gonna get dirty real fast. I don't know. I could be wrong, but that's how I feel at the moment. I feel like it's gonna get dirty fingerprints. Not that we have dirty hands, but the fact that it's just throwing stuff. The fact that it's like you're touching it with like your makeup hands, I don't know. I just feel like, whoo, sorry guys. Just put my hand right in front of you trying to get my mascara. So this is the Volumizing by Revlon. But yeah, I just feel like it's gonna get really dirty. And if I put it in my makeup bag, then it's really gonna get dirty. So now I've gotten mascara under my eyes, which sucks, but I'll get it once it dries. That's the key. I feel like I have a hair in my eye. It's the first time I've actually poked myself with this mascara. Normally this one doesn't do that. Okay. And then I'm going to go in with, I keep putting my hand in front of the camera. It's like, where is my Lash Princess? I really like layering it with the Essence Lash Princess mascara. I'm telling you, this mascara, the Lash Princess one, is only $4.99. It is really good. They have a waterproof one if you like waterproof. I do not. And so I got the regular one. I don't know if they have it in Ulta stores, but I know they have it at Ulta.com. But I would compare this one and the Volumizing one to all the high-end mascaras, including the Marc Jacobs one that I've used. And they work just as well. Did I even put anything in my waterline? No, I did not. I'm going to use Heartless from Urban Decay. It's like a light pink. I think it'll just brighten things up a little. If it even shows up. Yeah, I think it's brightening it up a little. Except because I put my shadow on first, it's picking up the shadow from the inner rim. There we go. Okay, that didn't do a lot, but it did something. Oh, and I put on my Jack Black Mint lip balm before I started this, so I'm just gonna take that off. If you could understand that. Okay. And now I'm gonna grab the makeup wipe that I've been using. And I'm just gonna, there we go. And then I'm just gonna take my, I'm gonna grab the makeup wipe that I've been using, and I'm just gonna, there we go. And then I'm just gonna take my, I'm beauty sponge and go back over that. Okay. And then now what you're seeing is like a shadow from my lower lashes, which never happens because I never have lower lashes long enough. I do not want to drop that. That is my new favorite lip topper, that Makeup Monsters one. I think you guys saw it in my butterfly tutorial. I love that. I ended up ordering like 2 or 3 more. I really hope and pray that when they, since they're rebranding, I really, really hope and pray that they decide to keep that and, you know, to keep it as a product that they sell and then just, you know, do their new packaging. I'm just going in with my Makeup Geek pink blushes and my Wet n Wild blush brush. This is my favorite blush brush. If I see one, if I go to a drugstore and I see one, I'm buying a backup. I actually want to buy one for a future giveaway because my next giveaway is going to be at 1,000 subscribers. I mean, I'm going to be doing a random one from my Birchbox items that I'm not going to keep, but I'm waiting for my next box to come to see if there's anything in there, just so I have a little bit more. But my next like giveaway, my subscriber count giveaway is going to be my 1,000 subscribers, and I've been trying to kind of collect things here and there, you know, to have in the little giveaway. So what I would like to do is get one of those to put in there, one of those blush brushes, because I think that would be really cool. And also I picked up an extra one of these for one of the giveaway winners, because there's going to be, for the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. Oh, so glad I got this highlighter. This is Sarcophagus. Oh, now I can see my vanity with all my stuff. That is, I have so much makeup on my vanity. See, there's my makeup brushes, makeup wipes. Yeah, lots of stuff. So this is Sarcophagus from Jeffree Star. Let me actually show you the highlighter itself. And I love it. I think this is my favorite highlighter that he's ever made. Which is crazy because I didn't think anything I would love more than Nefri. And I didn't think of all highlighter shades that it would be a golden toned one. I really didn't. So, I don't know. But I love it. Okay, so I'm going into the lip liner. It's called Half Red and it's from MAC. I'm sharpening it because I always sharpen my lip pencils before I use them. Because I don't know how long they've been sitting there, how long it's been since I used them last, and I'm crazy like that. And I'll talk all about it in my video that I filmed on how long you should keep your makeup, because companies have, you know, their recommendation, their shelf life, and I feel like if you take care of your makeup, that shelf life can be longer. Because if I buy a palette, I'm not throwing it away after 2 years. I don't care. I think that, you know, to buy a really expensive palette and then throw it away after 2 years is crazy. In my opinion. I should state that. And I am comfortable keeping mine longer because I know how well I take care of them and how much I sanitize them. Sorry, this is my peach lipstick from Too Faced called Sunday Funday. I love this shade. And I want some gloss. Do I have any gloss? Yes, I have my ColourPop Hello Kitty gloss is my favorite one. one of my favorite ones. I don't even know what it's called. The name has worn off. That's the one thing I wish that ColourPop, I know it's really inexpensive. I know it's only like $5 for a gloss, but I do wish that they would have a little bit better like labeling. And I don't know if you've noticed, but like I got the I Love Sarai collection that Karen put out like a year ago, I want to say, and already like all the writing is just worn off, and I'm just like, I don't know. I know ColourPop is inexpensive, but I still feel like, I don't know, I have stuff from Morphe that's just as inexpensive that, you know, still looks good and whatnot. And I'm not a huge Morphe person. I mean, I buy stuff that I like from their brand. I use a lot of their brushes because I think they're good, but I don't like have a code or anything. In fact, I said in one of my Morphe, actually in all of my Morphe Volt videos, I told you guys about the code Adopt Love, which means that they will donate the money that you, like, you save 10%, they donate 10%, and they usually, if you use the code Adopt Love, they will donate to an animal rescue. So that is the code I use. So I'm gonna drop that, and then I'm going to, that was just to meld the powders in, and now I'm going in with my Australis setting spray. I think this foundation looked really good. I don't even think I needed the concealer, and I think the concealer made it a little bit like cakey. It fixed it when I melded the powders together. But so anyhow, this is my look that I created with the magic palette from Juvia's Place. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope that you pull out one of your palettes that you haven't used in a while and use it along with me or by yourself. But just, I hope that this inspires you to use products that you haven't used in a while. And definitely go check out my friend Annette. Check out her channel. Like I said, I'll link it in a card up above and in the description box down below, because she has some amazing, amazing looks with this palette as well. So have a wonderful rest of your day, guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.